What's good, guys? You know who is this? This is your boy Carlos, the Colombian guy. Welcome to my YouTube channel once again. And today I'm not gonna bring you any updates. I'm not gonna bring you any news. Today we're gonna speak facts. So today I would like to bring a few topics that I would like to talk about, because you know, like, it's getting popular that passport bros, US citizens, they travel to Colombia to find their wife, to find their submissive woman, to get married, you know, get engaged, find a girlfriend, you know, all of that. So let's see if they're winning. You know, I'm gonna speak about what is true, what is not, you know what I mean? Because like I say all the time, you know, I see the brothers posting like, oh, we're winning, you know, this and that. So let's find out if that's true or not. So I write everything down because I don't want to lose. I don't want to skip any good points that I consider that they should be in this topic that we are going to talk about today. And the first one I would like to talk about is having a beautiful woman. It doesn't mean you're winning, not in the Colombian culture. And the reason why I'm saying that is because in a lot of groups, you can find guys, you know, flexing with women. Oh, you know, I have a beautiful woman, you know, this and that. But, you know, like, for why I understand what the guy says, we are winning or I'm winning, is because they found a girl that, you know, like, can give them everything that they need, you know, like submissive woman, you know, that they can cook, you know, all of that. Well, you know, like in this kind of women, the beautiful women, you know, like woman with a big booty, you know, all of that. So it's very difficult to find, you know, all these standards. This is what they've been teaching me in their Colombian culture. Like, I'm gonna say probably, you know, 75 or 70, well, I'm giving a high percent now. So 70% of the beautiful woman, you know, like amazing woman, you know, beautiful woman. So they barely like to take at the house. They barely, you know, like to cook, like to provide to the men, you know. And the reason why is because they have a lot of men behind them that can offer them, you know, a lot of things, you know, like can offer them better type of life, you know what I mean? And it's easy for them to reject and just, you know, broke out the relationship with you because they have a lot of guys behind them, and probably, you know, they are financially more better than you. So, you know, it's not like you can flex, you know, with them, because like I say, you know, like when you have a woman that provide, you know, everything, you know, like everything you need, she could, you know, she take care of you, she take care of the house, you know what I mean? You good on that. I'm not saying, like, you know, now, like, I'm not saying, oh, you gotta find, you know, ugly women, you know, or probably, you know, low-key beautiful women in Colombia because they the one, you know, that cook, you know, all of that. No, you know, that's also, I'm not saying that, but, you know, like I say, talking about beautiful women, a lot of them, they very spoiled. They barely, you know, like they would put you in a situation that you gotta provide them a lot of ways to get for them to make things easy for them, you know what I mean? So hey, if you come into Colombia, you're trying to date Colombian women, you gotta focus in what you want. Are you looking for a submissive woman, or are you looking for a beautiful and amazing woman? Because a beautiful woman, you know, with high standards of beauty, like I say, you know, they get, you know, they are in the point that they deserve. They feel, you know, they feel like they deserve a better lifestyle, you know, because like I say, you know, every person deserve, you know, what they think is good for them, and there's nothing wrong with that. But like I say, I just would like to speak facts, clarify. Having a beautiful woman, it doesn't mean you're winning. Beautiful women, they have an attitude all the time. So majority of them, they do that. They have an attitude, you know, they more expensive, you know what I mean? So there is a lot of difference. Then submissive woman and beautiful woman in Colombia, talking about Colombian culture, you know what I mean? I don't know about nothing else, all the countries they are, you know, all the places. I'm speaking about Colombia. So let's jump in the other topic. The second one is why in 2024 is gonna be even harder, difficult for passport bros to date Colombian women. And the reason why is because, you know, unfortunately, in cities like Medellin, Cartagena, sometimes once in a blue moon in Bogota, you know, it's a lot going on with passport bros, you know, like with US citizens in town. And, you know, like they've been creating a horrible and a bad reputations for the brothers, you know, the locals, they've been creating a bad reputation. And some of the brothers, you know, like they are guilty of this too, because they've been doing some dumb shit, you know, like they've been recording women and stuff like that, and many other things. So Colombian women, they are very attached to the families, like I explained this before. And you know, like for example, they can also, you know, like they can't stop dating a man just because the woman, just because their fathers don't like the person, don't like the guy for them. And you know, like you guys might complain, you know, about this, but this is the reality. This is the culture. You know, like I know a lot of cases that, you know, like the women, they come to you and tell you, even the guys, don't get me wrong, even the Colombian guys, they can end a relationship just because the family is rejecting the person that dating with, that they're gonna get, that they're trying to get engaged with. I've been seeing like some situations like people been ending, you know, like relationship for 4, 5 years, 3 years, just because the family don't like it. And this is the reason, you know, because like I say, so they've been creating a lot of dirty background. They've been blaming them, you know, the brothers, for a lot of things that I know a lot of them, they not guilty, but unfortunately nobody's defending them on town, you know, like, and I can defend them either because I'm not a lawyer, so, you know, I can do that. You know, I only speak facts, so, you know, like, so like I say, this is, you know, in 2024, it's gonna be even harder for Pastor Bros trying to date Colombian women, because now, you know, it's a lot going on for y'all in the country. And you know, but it doesn't mean like, you know, you can find somebody here, you can find the women with all the standards you've been looking for, but like I say, it's gonna be hard, and even harder, you know what I mean? And the third one is, not all the brothers are winning. That's a cap, you know, but they will never post that, you know. They will never flex with it in social media. They will never do a video. They barely, because, you know, as a man, we hate when we lost. So, you know, like they will never say, oh, you know, I found, you know, get with an attitude, a snake in Colombia, all of that. They will never say that, you know. They'd rather be quiet. Like I say, you know, nobody want to lose. You know, I know some case that, you know, guys been calling me, bro, you know, like this girl is crazy, you know, all of that, all of this. Man, I told you, don't come to Colombia expecting like this woman are submissive, that they don't have an attitude, you know, like they can. Man, I've been seeing a lot of cases myself. I've been experiencing a lot of, you know, crazy girls, you know, all of that. And I just rather, you know, walk away. Like, you know, majority of Colombians, that's what they do that. That's the secret. This is easy to understand. If a woman is bothering you, you know, it's not giving you peace, because for me, peace, you know, is one of the main things to build a relationship. You know, like when you have a peace, a woman, you know, like even can be, you know, ugly woman, you know, all of that, but if they give you peace, what you need, you should be okay, because peace, you know, is something like not everybody have, you know, not everybody have peace, 100% peace on their life, but you know, like when you with her, you know, you feel like, you know, she's good to you. That's all you need. That's all you need, because a lot of guys, they are with beautiful women living the hell, that the only thing that they can flex with is because they have a good woman next to them. That's it. That's it. But you know, having a beautiful woman, it doesn't mean you the happiest man in the world. It doesn't mean you winning. There is a lot of difference between that, guys. And don't get it twisted. Don't get me wrong. It's good to eat, you know, something good, like I said. But you know, if you are not having, you know, if you are not having fun, you know, your life is miserable, I don't see the reason why you gotta be there. I don't see that, you know what I mean? So it's difficult for me to understand that, because like I say, you know, a lot of guys they've been having, you know, a lot of bad experience in Colombia, but then they will never tell you that, because a lot of guys, YouTubers, they trying to sell Colombia as a paradise. That is the paradise to find women, that you just walk around the corner and you will find somebody, they're gonna be at the mouth, oh, you know, oh, you gringo, you know, from here or something, they're gonna be dying for you. That's a cap, man. That's a cap. What easy comes, easy goes. You know, and this is, like I say, you know, I'm speaking about the Colombian culture. I can't speak for other countries because I'm not from there. I'm Colombian, you know. I can't speak, you know, because I born here, you know, born and raised in Colombia, you know, so I can't speak about all of these topics. So don't think it, you know, like, oh, you know, all these guys, they are winning in Colombia, you know, all of that, because that's a cap. That's a huge cap. Even Colombians, you know, we don't win it. We sometimes, you know, not sometimes, all the time we gotta struggle, you know, with all these gurus in Colombia, all of that, the attitude, all of that, because for real, they will give you the hell, you know, like the bad ones, they will do it. Good ones, that will take care of you, make sure you're good, you know, all of that, meaning the house, you know, like they would do, you know, the best things for you as as their husband. So other one right here. So a lot of brothers, they will hate this, and the reason why is because they don't want to hear that. They want to hear like, oh, they very submissive, man. Like they don't require you money, none of that. You gonna get them at McDonald's. They should be good, all of that. They don't expect to get money from you. This, and that, bro. Women cost money, don't matter what, man. Don't matter what. So if you, like you don't want to hear that, woman asking you for money, all of that. You don't want to hear like, like a lot of gringos, they got, the hair broken in Colombia. So, just easy. You just got to date a man. That's what you got to do, because if you don't want to hear that, because like I say, hey, don't come to here expecting what you see in YouTube, because this is when people get disappointed, like they go, I thought, what they say in YouTube. None of these YouTubers that they trying to give advice for love, because even myself, I'm Colombian and I don't try to give advice for love, none of that, because I know every woman is different. So there is nobody that can tell you, oh, this is the way how you gotta date it. Probably they have idea, and they can give you they can talk about, something basic in their experience, but it's not like they can tell you, oh, you have to do this, you got to do that, because nobody can say you a book about how to date a woman, because the way how I date my woman is not the same way you're supposed to do that. Because, for example, my woman, she like the chicken rice, she don't. So it's not like, oh, you can put just, a bag of chicken rice for her and then she should be okay. No. You just got to do it by yourself. Be a man, because Colombian women, they like aggressive men. So sometimes you got to be aggressive, and then that's the way, how you can get them. But like I say, like a lot of guys, like they don't want to hear that. They want to hear, oh, this is the paradise, man. Hey, for real. Hey, I was there, they were chasing me, all of that, they were all, around me. This is a huge cap. But like I say, haters gonna say, oh, this is not true, stuff like that. So, like I say, they barely will show you that on YouTube. They won't show you that on YouTube, that part, like barely you will see that part, like guys, getting the hair broken in Colombia. Can they be successful? Can the brothers be successful dating in Colombia? Yes, of course. Like I said, but nobody can teach you how to do that. That's on you. This is a personal mission. You're the one that had to do that. Nobody's gonna do it for you. Nobody's gonna do it for you. So of course, you can be successful. But the secrets, I'm not saying this is, the way how you gonna get a woman. The secrets, to be successful in Colombia is just, moving silence. Enjoy, your woman. None of that Colombian women, like majority of them, they don't want to be exposed in none of this group. You don't have to do that, because, like you just gotta, as long as you're good with yourself, that's good. You don't have to explain nothing to nobody. You know what I mean? If you're good with your woman, that's it. Just gotta be happy on silence. You know what I mean? You just gotta be bold also in the culture. Show this woman that that you really wanna be with her. Like forget about think how Colombian men think. Well, knowing all the ways, but think how we think. You know what I mean? Like you just gotta be bold in the culture, because you can't forget, like you're trying to date a Colombian woman. You gotta do things that they like it, like you can trying to taste her food, all of that. Get ready to eat a lot of beans, rice, lettuce. You gotta learn a lot of Spanish, get ready to eat a lot of fish, many other things, But one of the biggest secret is you gotta be good for the family. This is one of the biggest thing, like you guys, if you're trying to date in Colombia, you gotta be ready for this. And the reason why is because, like I say, they can end a relationship just because their fathers don't like you. They can tell you, oh, they won't tell you that, but like they won't lie. They all the time they will choose their family over nothing. That's the culture. That's how we operate. Family first. God first, then family. So they always will choose the family, because at the end of the day, that's where you're gonna end. Your house, all of that. Like Colombians, like it's a lot of people living in one house, all of that. So they always, all the time, they will end over there, and they don't wanna put their families, first. Majority of the case, some of the case, women, guys, they don't care about that. Colombian men, they don't care about that, about families. But majority of the case, they will do that. So one thing you gotta do is make the parents, may your fathers in love, make them happy, because this is one of the secret, this is one of the secret to get involved in the thing. And hey, I promise you, you're gonna take me, later on, you will say, hey, man, you were right. Because, like I said, get involved in the culture, think how we do, don't do things, This is one of the things that I told all the guys, bro. If you trying to date a Colombian woman, never be talking about, or any, in general, never be talking bad about your relationship in the past, all of that. Yesterday, I was talking with one of my friends. He told me he ended the relationship. He was dating a girl, and then he ended the relationship with her. He stopped dating him because he was talking bad thing about her last boyfriend. And he was like, bro, this is something that I don't care, I don't concern about, So if you trying to date, like I say, Colombian women, never please be talking about, women from the States, not because they don't care. And this is just gonna be a red flag for you that you trying to date them. They will be like, man, you know what, I don't have time for that, because this is something that we don't do. We want to spend time, years, months talking about our women. It is what it is. We gonna do that again over and over, you know what I mean? And it's like I say, like we won't be like, oh, this woman did this and that. Man, shut up and find another one, and that's it. This is easy problem to fix in majority of the case. Some of the case, you'll be crying all of that, but like I say, majority of the case, this you can feel, you can heal that this scar, finding another one, and you're supposed to be all right. You know what I mean? Like I said, also, this one is a good one. This one is a good one. Let me read it. A passport can guarantee you the happiness. This is the truth, fellas. Like I say, a lot of guys, unfortunately, they come to Colombia to try to find the love, trying to find the paradise, and they get back to the States with their heart broken, because, like I say, they be believing all these YouTubers that they don't even speak Spanish, you know what I mean? So they can talk like, oh, Colombia, you can have a lot of experience in Colombia, but even Colombians, we don't dare, to talk about, give advice, social media, all of that. Man, this is something, this can be true, for real. So, hey, like I said, having a passport, coming to Colombia with a passport, it doesn't mean, brother, like, hey, talking about love, because, this topic, strictly, it's about love, dating passports in Colombia, U.S. citizen in Colombia. I'm not saying, because you have a passport, going to a tour is doing a tour is not gonna guarantee you happiness. I'm talking about dating, because a lot of people, a lot of guys, they think like a passport, having a passport, it's gonna protect you for getting shit for women. It's gonna help you to find a submissive woman and stuff like that. Hey, no, this is a cap. This is a gap. You can find even a submissive woman without leaving your house. I can, well, we don't have these problems, in Colombia with guys, I'm flying, to other countries to find, not that I know, you know what I mean? I feel like we don't have to. We have plenty material, a lot of material in our country, so we don't have to go, somewhere else, to do that, I respect that guys that do that, because at the end of the day, that's the money. They do with the money whatever they want. I don't care. I don't really care about that. So like I say, passport, having a passport, it won't protect you to getting cheated by women. It won't protect you to find a woman with an attitude. It won't help you to find a submissive woman. It won't help you to win. This is things that you got to be clear. Because a lot of guys, like they've been going, let me get my passport, I'm trying to find... Brother, it's not a guarantee you look, you don't have the same luck than other guys. Your experience will be the same. This is something that you got to put in mind, because, you don't have to watch other people's time. You just got to watch your own watch, like you just got to keep it, because it doesn't mean because, my friend, he already got his girlfriend, so I'm going to find mine too. No, you just got to wait. And this is the reason why a lot of guys, they haven't been able to find the woman, because they going everywhere. They very desperate, they trying to hurry up and find the woman. And let me give you, this word that Colombian says. So when you are not looking for something, it will appear. So the day that you travel without, in your mind, without thinking like, I'm gonna find in this trip, I'm gonna find my woman, you will do it. But you know, if you are now like focused, oh, you know, I had to do that, I had to find somebody, this and that, you won't, because you hurry up yourself and you don't have plenty of time to do that. So you gotta let things come to your life. It will come true anytime, any day, any moment, any second. It will come true. But if you trying to push in, open the door without having the key, now you will have a problem. You know what I mean? So hey, like I said, a lot of brothers, they've been disappointed of Colombia for real, man, because they believe all these people on YouTube. They say, oh, you know, this man went to the mall, you know, she was chasing me, this, she was cooking breakfast, bro. That's what they do. They get up like this is not something that you should be awesome about, because they get up, you know, like they get up at 6, 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning to cook breakfast, you know, while the husband is going to work and they stay in the house to take care of, you know, the kids, you know, all of that. So don't be awesome about that. This is small little things, but I know small little things make the difference. But, you know, this is something okay, you know, like you shouldn't be, you know, surprised about all of that. So like I say, I know there is a lot of brothers that they losing in silence, and this is sad, you know, for me, because like I say, I know what's up, I know what's going on. So you can't tell me like, you know, what I'm not saying is not true. And if you trying to say what I'm not saying is not true, just come here, sit down with me. We can have a podcast, you know, we can speak facts together. You know, if you don't believe what I'm saying, because I know and I'm sure what I'm saying that because, you know, Colombian, you know, born and raised here, so you know, I also, you know, kind of speak about all of that. So like I say, hey, if you are coming to Colombia, bro, hey, it doesn't matter, like, you know, if you trying to like you're gonna date, you know, a woman, stuff like that. Just put in your mind, if she's a beautiful woman, if she's a beautiful woman, that's gonna be pricey for you, one way or other, because like I said, they're gonna require you a lot of things. They're gonna require, you know, being taken care, you know, all of that. If you ain't ready for that, please don't do it, because you're gonna get disappointed of yourself, and at the end of the day, you're gonna lose. You know what I mean? Because I personally think, yeah, when you invest in a woman, it's something like it's you building her, and you know, it's like a business for you, and you don't want nobody to touch your business. You know, however they want it. If you investing in that business, it's because that means you're gonna win. One way or other, you know, anything happen, you're gonna lose all the time. But you know, like my best advice is like always be good to that woman. No matter however they pay you, always trying to give away the best version of you. Because if you guys broke up today, she always remind the kind of person that you were for them. If you were a trash, she will remind you. She will be like, fuck it, you know, thank God I walk away from that guy. But when you are a great and amazing person, they will always remind you all the time, no matter what. So guys, the reason why I'm making this video is I don't have nothing against the Pastor Bros, because I feel, you know, like it's been many times that I've been talking about Pastor Bros, and people, they just been attacking me, you know, all of that. Like, you know, I feel like probably they feel I don't have the license to be talking about the Pastor Bros, but I do. I can talk about them because I've been working with a lot of them, you know, I mean, a lot of groups from Pastor Bros, you know, guys, you know, they give me a lot of views. So I would like to speak facts, you know, because like I say, a lot of people, they've been selling Colombia like a paradise, which is not, man. This is a land of brave people. If you ain't ready for this, just don't come, because people, you know, like they gonna fuck you. They go, you know, like they will trying to do, you know, they will take advantage of you for real. Don't come thinking like, oh, you know, oh, she's so beautiful or something. Man, hey, the best looking apple, sometimes they damage inside. So you don't know, you know, what they got inside of their heart or something. So, hey, if you come here, this is not a paradise. Be ready, you know, like be ready for the challenge, all of that. You can find your woman, you know, all of that, get engaged, find a girlfriend, many other things. But if you ain't ready for this, you know, please don't come. Password, bro. A password won't help you, you know, find the submissive woman. Password won't protect you to getting shit. Password won't protect you to find a woman with an attitude, because when they don't care about you, they won't have an attitude with you. But when they do care, they will. You know what I mean? So again, hey, I don't have nothing against the Pastor Brothers. Nothing. You know, I'm just speaking facts, bringing something new to the channel. And you know that's all I do. You know what I mean? So hey, that was all I wanted to bring to you today. Also, I wanna give you another good news. So thanks to y'all, because today I received my first payment for YouTube from like 3 months that they were holding my money because they was trying to confirm my address, all of that. Well, it was a long process, but thank God, my channel is been monetized like since like 4 months ago. But like no, not for months, like probably like 3 months ago. But they were holding my money for some reason. But finally, I got my first payment today, and all I can say is thank you so much. No problem. I'm gonna keep working, for you guys, bringing you guys. Now I'm gonna change the dynamic from my channel. I'm gonna bring topics, topics, because I wanna hear you guys' opinions, all of that, and also, I'm gonna bring news. So I hope you guys like this, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Thanks for everything. See you soon, guys. See you next time. This was your boy Carlos, the Colombian guy. Boom, 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 boom.